All right, here is lesson 2, money lessons practice. So we're going to write down this first page together. Remember, you're just kind of watching. You can draw along with me, of course. That's definitely going to help you. But for this part, this is kind of like the lesson part of it. All right, so our directions are to draw the coins and write the total value. So on the bottom here, it says Jamal has 2 dimes and 3 nickels. What is the total value of his coins? So we're going to draw the coins, then write the total value. So the coins it's saying it has are 2 dimes. And whenever I'm adding up money and representing it, I'm going to draw it like that, and I'm going to put the value in the middle of it. And 3 nickels. I'm not too worried about representation, that the 5 is bigger than the dime, because I'm putting the value in there, so I know that I'll be able to tell what is what, okay? So I have 10 and 10 is 20, 5 and 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, so 20 plus 15, I have my 10s and my 1s, 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 plus 1 is 3, so I have 35 cents. Remember, if this goes too fast, you always can rewind it. You can pause it until you understand what it is that I'm writing, okay? All right, on the next one it says, the next collection is 3 nickels and 3 pennies. So I'm going to draw 3 nickels. I'm going to know they're nickels because I'm putting the value of each one in there. And then it says to draw 3 pennies, which they're each worth 1, okay? I can skip count by 5, so I'm going to go 5. And oh, I'm also going to use Harry money. And then the ones have a dot, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so that's the second value. The third value is 2 dimes, 3 nickels, and 1 penny. So 2 dimes, oops, I wrote the initial. 2 dimes, 3 nickels, and 3 pennies. Okay, same thing, except for I know this is 20. Then we have 5, 10, 15, and then we have 3. So 20 plus 15 is 35, plus 3 is 36, 37, 38. I counted on. Okay, so that is 38 cents, making sure that I put the cent sign on there. All right, we are going to do these 3 together, and then you're going to do these 3 for independent practice, okay? So we're going to use our Harry money to count, because we know that skip counting by 5 is the easiest way to count coin. So I have a quarter here, so I know that's 25, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I'm going to go back and let's see, I have 25 plus 25 equals, okay, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the value is 50 cents. Not just 50, but remember, cent is a cent sign. You got to make sure you're including that, because that's not the actual value if you're not putting the cents. All right, here is a representation of one of those quarters I told you the United States had done one for each state. So this one's for California, but that's a quarter, so it's still worth 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here's another quarter with good old George. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Another quarter with good old George. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then when we get to the dimes, that's worth 10, so that'll be 2 hairs, and a penny is a dot. Okay, so I'm going to, so I have 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 10 plus 1. Okay, so this is how I'm going to check myself, right? I'm going to count down here. Up here is pretty easy. Said 25 plus 25, so that's 25.50. So that's pretty easy to count. But now I have 5 coins. So I'm going to, let me do this in a different color so this shows up a little better. I'm going to skip count by 5s because that's really the easiest way to count coins. So we have 5, 10. Oops, I did not change the color. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86. Now, if you're like, hey, Miss Willis, I already knew 3 dimes was worth 75 cents, and then I'm adding a 10, so that would be 85 cents, plus 1 is 86 cents, then I would say, yeah, go for it. That's awesome. But you also need to make sure you're showing hearing money because then you can go back and check yourself. That would be adding it that way, or you can add it this way. We're using associative property. 25 plus 25 is 50, plus another 25 is 75, plus 10 is 85, plus 1 is 86. So kind of the same thing we just did, just a little bit different, using associative property instead of using the skills that you know about quarters. All right, last one we're going to do on the practice page is number 3. So I'm going to do my hearing money, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I have a nickel, which is only worth 5, so that gets 1 here, and then a penny. Again, you're going to see all kinds of different representations. As long as it says the United States of America on there and 1 cent, that's a penny. So it might look different, but if it says like a totally different language or a different country, then you know it's a coin from a different country and you can't use it in the United States. All right, so let's go back and we're going to skip count. For the total, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57 cents. Okay, I want to make sure that I am checking my work. So I had 25 plus 25 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, I know 25 plus 25 is 50, plus 5 is 55, plus 1 is 56. Plus 1 is 57, okay? You're always going to have 2 different ways, especially with this new way of counting with the hearing money. You might need a little extra help and backup, just like we do with any addition or subtraction problems. We always want to make sure that we do it one way and then we check our work with another way. All right, guys, have fun.